Was it a little too bright? Here, let me turn it down real fast to that. Pimpin' purple. Alright, that was stupid. Anyway, so what's up, y'all? Another one. Yeah, we back with another one. And this time, I got a two-handed game for you. Let me just keep that light on real fast so you can see what we are working with. So today on our table, we have Magic. And joining her is Angel. I don't feel like saying all their names. It's Warren Buffett and that blonde chick from Legal Girls. Anyway, let me shut up, alright? I got jokes. So, today we are playing against the man himself, Apocalypse. Yeah, we're still doing standard. I ain't trying to do expert, alright? Expert, I ain't in the mood for it. When I'm in the mood for it, I'll let you know, but it ain't today. I forgot to set up the dials real fast. So what do we got? 12 HP and 10 HP. And what decks are they playing? Well, we got Dive Bomb, right? I ain't change it. This is literally same day, same hour. I ain't changing nothing. And on our left side, Magic is also using an aggression deck. So the goal is to just beat Apocalypse like he owes us money faster and faster. But before we get into that, I want to let you know this minor gripe I have with the game. Please, for the love of God, stop making obligations like really strong and really weak, alright? I don't get it. I don't know why you do this. Just give me the option to remove it from game like every other obligation has, alright? I don't understand why this one just gets discarded and it gives you an encounter card. An extra encounter card all the time. And this one is just, exhaust you from game. Exhaust yourself. You see what I mean? I greatly dislike how, I want to say, the power levels between how strong some characters' obligations are and some aren't. Because when I think of a really strong character, I would say Angel's really strong, but you got to take into account his obligation and his nemesis minion. Cable's another one. I think Cable's a really strong hero, but his nemesis set can lose you the game. So it's kind of like some people want to call it that's fair and stuff. But if we're going to talk about fair, why is Magic such a strong card yet has such a weak obligation? I mean, even her nemesis minion ain't really nothing. Yeah, he takes away Limbo, but after you beat him up, you basically put Limbo right back where it was, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check real fast. Yeah. When this scheme is defeated, put Limbo into play under its owner's control. I mean, when you play X23, you search for Honey Badger, remove it from the game, and then when you defeat the scheme, it gets put into its owner's discard pile. So again, I really don't like... I think you gotta find a balance between how you make obligations and nemesis sets, because they just feel like sometimes they hamper a hero so much, you're just like, why is this the case? You know what I mean? So that's my little minor gripe on obligations and nemesis set. But let's get started into the game. So we have these things. So when you're playing against Apocalypse, now he is the third villain in the Age of Apocalypse set. He comes out with these prelate minions. Now, there are 5 of them, and when you play in a campaign, there is certain mission things that you can do, which requires this side. But for this one, what we're doing is we are playing... Oh, sorry about that. We have these elite prelate minions. So, here's how we beat Apocalypse, right? We literally have to go through these 4 schemes. So, we have to go 1, 2, 3... 4, and then once we beat him, then we win the game. So we can beat up Apocalypse as many times as we want, but the only thing it does for us is reduce threat off the main scheme. And it also removes all his attachments. So again, it's sort of like a trade-off, because if he wins, basically this is it. If this scheme pops, we lose. Is there a second one? No, this is the main scheme. Wait, where's the other one at? Oh, I didn't put it up somewhere. Let me just check something real fast. just want to make sure. I just want to be sure there's not some other little stupid thing hanging around here. Some other scheme. Because I think that's the only scheme. Yeah. That's all, he only has that one scheme. Which is fine. At least in my books. I don't really mind. So all we got to do is beat him. And we win the game. And if the scheme gets too big, we just beat him up. Now here's the thing, right? This is one of the design choices that I do like. Where if you have if you have a scheme that really focuses on threat, but by defeating a villain you can remove threat, I think that's a great design scheme because, for example, you have characters like Hulk, which have no threat or no thwarting ability. So you're sort of like, you got to beat the villain, and he would sort of get stuck in this phase, but you know what I mean? It's sort of like you can get away with certain things here and there. I don't know though, maybe I'm just being crazy. Maybe I should bring Hulk against Apocalypse and see who wins. But that'll be for another day. So let's get to it, alright? That's enough talk. Let's start drawing the cards and start our mulligans. So what do we have here? I see some things I like. I see some things I don't like. So we're going to mulligan these three. Ooh, okay. Alright, I see something. Alright, we can make it work. I ain't too scared. I ain't scared of no ghosts. Ugh. Now let's see if we can get the most amazing hand for Angel. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Nope. Come on, one more card, one more card, one more card. No, nothing. Alright, we're going to toss all of this to the trash. We just need one, good card. Yeah, boy! We in it! We in it! Alright, we won. Let's go. Let's do this. Now I can sit in my seat, my cat left. So, this starts off with 2 threat. He has 18 HP. And I think we are ready to get this gravy train started. So, first on our list... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. What we should have did... This is something that you can do as... It's okay. Oh, everyone who has toughness here. Everyone has toughness, right? You've got toughness. You've got toughness. Everyone's got toughness. Toughness for you. Toughness for you. Alright, so first off, what do we even play here? Alright, so when we flip, we can put a spell from our discard pile on top of our deck. We're going to put Magic Barrier on top of our deck. Next up, we will play Spiritual Meditation. This is going to let us draw 2 cards and discard 1 card. So we're going to discard an Into the Fray because we don't really need 2 of them. Excuse me. And then we flip our next card up. Alright, so we got Legion. We got some good choices here. I sort of want to hold on to Magic Barrier. I want to play Into the Fray. And then I think I want to use a double. So we're going to use a double to pay for Magic's Crown. We're going to have Magic Swing to clean off his tough. Sadly, we don't... I want her sword, but we don't have that yet. Next, we're going to play Into the Fray. This is going to deal 6 damage to a minion. So we're going to deal... So he has 10 HP, so 6 damage. So here's the thing. We can't remove threat from this game. This has 3 threat on it? No. This is the side. This has 2 threat. So when we pop this scheme, we flip this threat over. But we can't remove this scheme until we get rid of this guy. See how this plays out? And then when we flip over, we're going to reveal a new minion who's going to target the next player. And, yeah. That'll be the way that goes. So we did that. We did that. We want to hold on to Magic Barrier. So I think we're just going to end our turn here. And we're going to get started on Angel's turn. Man, I really want to do dive bomb right now. Because I don't. Ooh, hold up. I could pay 3. I could do this. We could just build up and dive bomb next turn, and I think that'll be better. Alright, let's do that. So we're going to pay 3, and we're going to get rid of the moment and the power of aggression to play out our home technique. Next on our list, we will pay 1 to get out. Should I do a team building exercise though? Because here's the thing, I have my attack event set up. We could play out. There are some aerial cards I would like. So I think what we do is we hold on to team building exercise. We might play that next turn. So we're going to pay 1 to play Worthington Industries. And then we can exhaust this to shuffle 1 aerial card from our discard pile into our deck. So this is actually really good for us. Mainly because, again, this lets us cycle in the cards we don't need. So when our deck gets thinner, we can just keep going dive bomb, and it increases our chance of gaining it. Because what you didn't see in the last game, you know what I mean, is that normally, like, the longer the game goes on, if we get this combo out, we can start putting in the cards that we need and just making life really hard for people. So we're going to hold on to that, and because we are in our alter ego form, we get to draw a card. I could. Part of me wants to flip down. I don't really want to give him time to thwart. I mean, I don't want to. You know what? Let's flip. All right, and we will attack. We will use our 1 damage to swing at Apocalypse. I think that's good. We're going to discard our natural flight. And we are going to ready up everyone and draw a new hand. So magic barriers in our hand. We get 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, okay. This is interesting. So this deck uses boot camp. Like, we want to get boot camp on top of our deck, play it for 2, and then have all our allies just destroy people's face. All right, it's going to be beautiful. I'm sorry, did I draw 6 cards? I'm supposed to get 5. Sorry about that. We're just gonna do that like that real fast. Now he does not have Stalwart, so we can confuse and stun him, which will buy us a few turns. Yeah, I love seeing Dive Bomb. Oh, we're totally gonna play Dive Bomb. No, we're not. I don't have a genius resource. Darn it! Darn it! Darn it! All right, that's fine. Everything's all good. That's still enough damage. So let's get to our turns now. So ready up, ready up. Apocalypse turn. This does have an acceleration token, so it's going to put 3 threat on the scheme. And then Apocalypse is going to attack Magic. And he's going to attack us for 2. Now he's going to attack us for 2. We can play our defense card, which we will. I don't really like a lot of the things I have here, so we're actually going to pay 1 to play Magic Barrier. And because we have a lightning resource, because the type of our deck has a lightning resource, we can deal 3 damage to the attacking enemy. So no matter what happens, we're preventing 3 damage. So he's going to attack us for 3 damage, so we take no damage, and we deal 3 damage to Apocalypse, bringing him down from 16 to 13. And then Shadow King is going to attack us. Oh, this is actually really funny. So Shadow King is going to deal 1 damage to us. And after he attacks us, we choose an ally with the highest thwart, and either we discard that ally or place threat on the main scheme equal to its thwart. We don't have any allies right now on the board, so that doesn't affect us. Oh, and by the way, this video is going to stop at 30 minutes, alright? Because this is probably a 2-handed game normally takes a minute, and I don't want to sit you here for an hour and a half, nor do I want to upload an hour and a half video. So we're just gonna, what we're gonna do is we're gonna break these down into 30-minute sessions, and that is the goal to going forward, like when we have our long playtest videos, because again, you know, it's like, if you're sitting there for too long, it's like, I don't know how it can be. It can be a long time. All right, it's not that it can be. It is a long time, and I don't think that's really fair. So we're just gonna go and make these. We're gonna shorten these videos into 30 minutes. So at 30 minutes, I'm gonna stop, and then I'm gonna keep playing and record the second part of the video, and then we're gonna upload it like that. So yep, let's get to it. It's gonna be like watching that. It's gonna be like watching the X-Men show from the old days. How you got a half an hour show, and then you gotta wait the next week. Well, in this case, you'll only have to wait like a day or two. But anyway, right? And yes, it is a good business practice because it helps me make more videos, and it helps me throw more videos out there. And maybe you only want to watch the first 10 minutes of it. And yes, I am definitely milking these scenarios for all they're worth. All right, but don't hate the player, hate the game. Man, sometimes I say things, I'm just like, woo-wee. Alright, so that's the end of Magic's stuff. Next up, oops, sorry about that. I dropped something. Next up is Angel's turn. So we're not really going to defend anything with Angel, we're just going to take shots. So he's going to attack us for 2, and we're going to take this to the face. 3, 4 damage, bringing us down to 8 HP. And then we get our bad cards. So top one goes to Magic, next one goes to Angel. First one is Dark Designs. Place 1 pursuit counter on pursued by the past. And then the villain schemes. So Apocalypse is going to scheme for 1, and we place 2 threat on Gene Pool. But that's supposed to put Gene Pool out. Hold on one second. I gotta check real fast. I think Gene Pool's a permanent setup. Did I forget to do that? Did I do that? Gene Pool. Side scheme. Oh, it is a permanent setup. Okay, so it does come out at the beginning. Whoopsie. Alright, so this comes in with 2 threat. I mean, it comes in with 4, and then we got to put 2 threat on it. So it's going to have 6 threat total. I can't believe I forgot that. That does that. Okay. So, Apocalypse schemes for 1, 3, 4. Yeah, no, he just schemes for 1. Just schemes for 1 right now. And then... yeah, and as the game goes on, like, Apocalypse will scheme up to his 4th form. And when he schemes up to his 4th form, that's when we lose. So we sort of want to keep him in his 2nd form, because his 2nd form is way more reasonable to deal with. We don't really want to get to his 3rd form. So, this is at 6th threat, and then we get our next one, which is Wolf Among Sheep. When revealed, the prelate minion activates against you. Otherwise, Apocalypse activates against you. So... this is kind of weird because the minion is engaged with magic. But it does say activate. Alright, so the Shadow King is going to deal 1 damage to Angel. And that's the way we're going to have that effect be recognized. So it just makes him activate against you. So that's that. And it is a player's turn, and we move our marker down. So... oh, we do have that. We could throw out... alright, so... we're going to play a double to throw out team building exercise. I'm telling you, I'm getting this out. Now, we do have some annoying things here. We're going to activate team building exercise and use 2 to play out Cannonball. So Cannonball will take... when he takes consequential damage, we reduce the amount by 1 for every aerial card in our hand. But we don't have no aerial cards in our hand. So right now, I don't know if it was good to set up, but it's okay. It just is what it is. We're going to have Angel thwart for 2 off of this scheme, bringing us down to 3. And then we could flip down. I think we're going to flip down. And we're going to use our effect to heal for 1. And we're going to use our Worthington Industries to shuffle an aerial card. We're going to grab Dive Bomb, and we're going to shuffle it right back into our deck. And then, because we are in our alter ego form, we get to draw one card. And this is a genius, so I might hold on to chase him down. No, I think that's actually going to be it. So that's going to be it for his turn. And now it's our turn. So, 5, 6. He's got 10 HP. So we've got to deal 2, 4. We got to deal 6 more damage. Oh, this is rough. So, we don't really have the cards to do what we want to do. We could get out Sunfire. We could kill him, but we won't be able to get out Hall of Heroes. We could get out Blood Rage, though. But I'm sort of torn. So here's the thing. We have 2 ways to draw cards. We can use Blood Rage. After we defeat an enemy with a basic attack, it lets us draw a card. But we take 1 damage. Or we can set up Hall of Heroes. And with Hall of Heroes, after we defeat a minion, we place a glory counter here, and as an alter ego action, we can remove 3 glory counters from it to draw 3 cards. So that could potentially put us in a better spot, and I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to use a double to play for Hall of Heroes, and then we are going to deal 2 damage to the Shadow King, bringing him to 8, and then we're going to knock him out next turn, and then we're going to get rid of that scheme. Yeah, okay, and I think that's the turn. So we're going to ready up everyone. And Angel will draw 6. 3, 4, 5. Come on, give me... Why won't you give me a dive bomb when I need it? Magic will ready up, and we will draw 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. We do have basic spells, so we can heal ourselves. And Wolverine is... okay, yeah. We live in the dream here. Alright, so... This is going to jump up to 6, bringing us to 7, 8. Now, Apocalypse is at 6... I'm sorry. Wait. X is a numerical and Apocalypse printed hit point value. So this is still going to take 16, so we're still good. So, Apocalypse is going to swing at us, and we will take this hit. So he's going to swing at us for 2 damage, and we attach this card to Apocalypse. His attack scheme is overkill. So he's actually going to attack us for 3. Bringing us down to 6, and then the Shadow King will attack us. Basically, if we block with any of our allies, we are going to be in a world of hurt. Now, he will scheme, because we are in our alter ego form, so this is going to scheme for 1, and give the prelate minion a tough status card. So, Shadow King has tough status on him, and so he's going to scheme for just 1. Bringing this up to 9. And then we get 2 bad cards. So first bad card goes to Angel, second bad card goes to Magic. First one is Culling the Weak. Place 4 threat on Jane Poole. That's an absolute... that's not what you want to see. Drawing Nearer. After your turn begins, discard the top card of your deck. Place 1 pursuit counter on pursuit bypass for each printed resource icon on that card. No! I wanted to get Ruby out. Oh. Alright. Alright. So that's the way that's going to work down. And first player goes to Magic. So let's get started. So drawing Nearer, we discard the top card of our deck. And we put a counter on pursuit by the pass. We have to flip down to our alter ego form to get rid of that. But that is what it is. We are going to use a... Do I have any? I got to discard an identity specific card, and I don't have any. Huh. That's kind of rough. Alright. We could get rid of that, though. So... we're going to use our double resource to get out Sunfire. And after we play Sunfire from our hand, we can spend a lightning resource to discard, choose an attachment with detect hero action or hero response. There is none, so that's actually worthless to do. We could get out Angel. Maybe we just get out Angel then. Let's use a double to get out Angel. Not this. We're going to use this double to get out Angel. We're going to use... I think we just play basic spell next. So we're going to have Angel swing to clean off this tough. And he's going to take 1 consequential damage. Magic is going to swing, dealing the last 2 damage, knocking this guy out and putting him in a victory display. And we also get a counter for Hall of Heroes. Then we're going to flip down. We're actually going to pay 2. We're going to hold on to this double. We're going to pay 2 to do basic spell and heal ourselves for 3 HP, bringing us from 5 to 8. And then we're going to flip down. And we're going to draw 6. Or we're not going to draw 6. We're just going to leave that like that for now. This flips down, but we know what it is. And then it is going to be Angel's turn. So we do have a lot of aerial cards in our hands, so Cannonball won't take any consequential damage. So he's basically, Cannonball is like a permanent ally as long as you have aerial cards in your hand. We're going to activate our Worthington Industries to add an aerial card to our deck. We're going to get Metamorphosis out. Or no, we'll do Razor Dive. Because Razor Dive is an attack, and it's going to deal a ton of damage as long as we hit... I almost shuffled my discard pile into my deck. So we're going to shuffle up. Come on, baby. Give me Dive Bomb. Because the goal would be to thwart for 2, get the next minion out, attack, use Dive Bomb to sort of just knock someone out, draw Razor Dive. Razor Dive is still a good choice. Alright. Alright, I think that's good then. So we're going to activate, we're going to use Cannonball, and we're going to thwart for 2 off of this scheme. And this is going to flip down to Towering Citadel. We bring our next prelate minion out, who is Mikhail Rasputin, and he is going to go to the first player. And that's perfectly fine. And each player gets an encounter card. That is also A-okay in my books. It's not, but it'll have to do. Next on our list, so we got 2 encounter cards coming this turn. We won't lose the game, but we should be expecting to get to his second form this turn. Next on our list, we will do... We have a lot of options, actually. So I think what we want to do is we want to flip to our Archangel form. And he has 10 HP. And he comes in with toughness. But we can, I'm pretty sure we can just kill him right now. Because we can do, we're going to use team building exercise. And we are going to spend a audacity. And no, we're not going to use team building exercise yet. We're just going to spend 3. So we're going to do the Power of Flight, which counts as 2 resources for an aerial card in Audacity, and we're going to play Razor Dive. And because we are Archangel, our attacks gain Overkill and Piercing. So this attack, combined with Home Technique, because we have a Wilds, which we're using as a Genius resource, is going to deal 12 damage and Overkill. So we're going to basically just one-shot this guy, because he has 10 HP, so he goes down like a sack of potatoes. And we're going to deal another 2 damage to Apocalypse, bringing him down to 11. And next on our list, sadly we don't get the, Ileana don't get the, we don't get the counter for that. Oh, I should have did team building exercise though, huh? I think, 1, 2, I don't know. 1, 2. I think we're gonna use our 2 resources to pay for our martial prowess, so we can exhaust it for an attack event. And luckily, these cards all work on attack events, so we don't need to worry. And we have a lot of attack events. Like this is gonna deal a boatload of damage to Apocalypse and stun him when we get the chance to. So we can do... I think we're just going to swing at Apocalypse, and we're going to deal 2 damage to him, bringing him down to 9 HP. And if he doesn't go to stage 2 this turn, we will knock him out and hopefully keep him in the first stage. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. So for everyone, so everyone's going to ready up, and we're going to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. There, you'll love to see it. All right, bam. So where'll he go? So he's going to get 2 plus another 2 plus 5. So he's going to go to 5 pretty much. So this is at 10, 14 right now. So yeah, he's definitely going to go to his second form. There ain't nothing we can do about that. Like if she was in hero form, it'd be fine, but it's fine. So he's going to scheme for 1, 1, and we're going to put 1 counter on Pursued by the Past. Wow. We're at 15 right now. And then he's going to attack Archangel for 3. And we could defend. We could defend this hit. Because we have a bunch of attack cards. So I think we will defend whatever this is going to be. So he's going to attack us for 3, 3, 4. So he's going to attack us for 4 damage. So he's only going to deal 1, bringing us to 7. And then we get 2 bad cards for each. So Ileana, well, I mean 1 bad card for Ileana and 1 bad card for Angel. So first one is Infinite Soldier. Because this is at 7, this card is going to gain Surge. So we get another one. Oh, another Infinite Soldier. Oh, and they all have Quick Strike, but we're in Alter Ego form. So we're surging again, baby, to the Evil Alliance. So this is going to put 3 threat. And then this is going to activate as well. So this is going to flip down. And because it's Ileana who has it, her Nemesis set gets activated. So who comes out? Where are you? This comes out. When revealed, we find Limbo and we place it underneath him, which is great news for us. I was looking, I was like, man, where is Limbo at? I was really hoping to draw it. So we put Limbo underneath. There's a lot of junk here going on, alright guys? And I want to apologize for it. But let me tell you something. This is all coming out, and we're about to have the best dive bomb you've ever seen on God, alright? We got 8 minutes left. And who's our Nemesis minion? We get Velasco. So there's all of that, and these get shuffled into the deck. Which again is perfectly fine. You know what I mean? Just having someone with dive bomb on your side is like if this was like an Angel and a Magic and Wolverine or something, I'd be like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of any of these guys, but we got it. And then we get another Infinite Soldier. So this is all 3 of our Infinite Soldiers came out. Attached to Apocalypse, Apocalypse gains Retaliate and Surge. Alright. That's fine. He can have everything he wants. He about to get it. And then next one is Hard Drive. So this is Angels. He's going to get Hard Drive. And he's going to get Infinite Soldier. So we've pretty much just drawn like 5 things. And then the Wolf, we got Wolf Among Sheep because of Surge. And there's a lot of junk here. I'm sorry. And so Apocalypse is going to activate against us. So he's going to swing at us for 2, 3, and we're just going to have to take this to the face for 5 damage total. Bringing us down to 3 HP. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So, that's that. Yeah. Oh, this goes up, by the way. This has been an absolute turn. Listen, drawing, I'm pretty sure we literally just drew all our infinites because there's 4 of them on the field. So, first turn player goes to Archangel. And how do we start this off? Because these guys have guard. Oh, he also has Quick Strike. So he's actually going to deal another 2 damage to us, bringing us down to 1 HP. I totally forgot about that. There's a lot we can do here. we're gonna have to do dive bomb. So I think how we want to do this. How do we pay for this first dive bomb? I think we go. We need at least a genius resource. So what we can do is we can play team building exercise. We can use this wilds, and we're gonna go dive bomb. And we're gonna target our infinite soldier. So infinite soldier is going to take an ungodly amount of damage, and we're going to deal 5 damage to each other enemy. So we deal 5 damage to you, 5 damage to you, 5 damage to you, 5 damage to you, and you don't have toughness, so we deal 5 damage to you as well. So this is why dive bomb is so amazing. Now, maybe I'm playing dive bomb wrong, alright, but I'm pretty sure it says every other enemy, and when I last looked it up, it hits all the other minions as well. So, bite me. So we go from 9 HP to 4 HP, I believe. Because we deal, 9 minus 5 is 4. Because we're going to deal 5 damage. And because of avian anatomy, after we resolve the effects of an aerial card, we can add it right back to our hand. So we're going to add Dive Bomb back to our hand. And we did our damage with Archangel. Oh, ooh. Hold up, wait a minute. I just realized something. We are not at the right amount of HP to do this. Because we only have 1 HP and he has Retaliate. So hold up, wait a minute. Because the goat, we would have to one-shot him and then get rid of everything. So we couldn't play Dive Bomb. We couldn't do that. We would have to do 5. So, because we got to get rid of this guy first. Alright. That's perfectly fine. So I think what we do is we hit them. Do I have to do this? Probably. So we spend 3. So we do Martial Prowess, Team Building Exercise, and Avian Anatomy. And we're going to do Adaptive Plumage. And we're going to deal 4 damage to an enemy. So we're going to deal 4 damage to him. So we don't have a guard anymore. And Avian Adaptive Plumage, our ability, we're not going to use our ability. So we're just going to, so that's the end of that. And we're going to use Avian Anatomy's effect to put Adaptive Plumage back into our hands. And then we're going to use our 4 resources to play Dive Bomb on Apocalypse. And because it's a genius resource, we get all the extra effects. So we're going to deal 5 damage to everyone. Yeah, there's no one with Retaliate. We're going to deal 5 damage to everyone. And then we're going to deal 7, 11. We're basically going to one-shot Apocalypse. Now, when we knock out Apocalypse, when he would be defeated, we discard each attachment and heal all damage from him. And remove X threat from the scheme, ignoring any crisis icons. So pretty much, we don't have to worry about Retaliate. Everything is all good. And I pretty much just lost my entire hand. I should have actually attacked with Cannonball first and had him do something, but whatever. I am totally okay with this. Yeah, because we knocked him out. Next on our list, we are going to flip to our alter ego form, and we're going to use our ability to heal for 1, bringing us up to 2. That was a lot. I really should have did something with Cannonball, but whatever. You know, you think these things are hindsight's 2020. You know what I mean? So we have. Oh wait, there's boost icons. But boost icons came later. Did boost icons come later? Shoot, I don't know if I messed that turn up now because I forgot this has a boost icon. So Apocalypse would have activated against us because we don't have a prelate minion. So Apocalypse would have activated against us and he would have swung for 3. If I'm just looking at it right, he would have swung for 3, and what was the last card he got? He swung for 3. He would have did 3. Well, this was the card. No. Yeah, that was the card. Okay, no, yeah, because Boost attached this card to Apocalypse. So this was attached to him, so he didn't have a Boost card, so we didn't have to worry about +1. Okay. Woof. I was like, man, I had to look. I had to look again to make sure that everything was right. So we magically survived that turn. Gene Pool. Gene Pool, Gene Pool, Gene Pool. What do we do with you? Alright, so this one I'm not too worried about. We just flip. We're going to flip to Magic. We got Limbo. We're going to use our... How do I want to do this here? We could get rid of this. I think that's what we're going to do here. There's so many things that we could do. Oh, we got to get rid of this. So we discard the top card of our deck and put a counter on this. So we actually have to get rid of that. So we're going to discard a card to get rid of this one. We will let Angel swing at Velasco, knocking him out. And putting one counter on Hall of Heroes. Healing might... we don't really need to heal. We're actually going to... This is actually the setup I really want to do. We're going to use our double resource to play for Boot Camp. Because we haven't used the card off the top of our deck yet. Which is weird to me, but... Hey, who am I to be mad about? Let's see now. We could play Blood Orb. I don't want to take a lot of damage, though. So I think we're going to do Spiritual Meditation to draw 2 cards. And we're going to discard 1. Consequential damage. There's a lot of things we can do here. I think we hit them with the... If we do basics, we can hold on to basic spell. So I think... Exorcism, basic spell. We got 2 good cards here. Steppiness I don't really care for. I'm sorry, I gotta put Apocalypse HP back. I'm like, he ain't at 9 HP no more. We can play Blood Gem. We can use Exorcism to remove 4 threat from a scheme. So we're going to remove 4... is that the way? Yeah, that's going to have to be the way that goes. We're going to remove 4 threat from a scheme, getting rid of this, and giving us a Limbo. See what I mean about Nemesis minions? It's sort of... Nemesis sets, it's sort of like, yo, bro, look at all this cool stuff I get to do. And yeah, so now all our allies have +1 attack. And we just have a bunch of stuff going on for us here. So we will swing at we don't have Thwart. So we're going to swing at Apocalypse for 2. Because we only have 1 Thwart. You know what I mean? There's no point in just Thwart for 1. And I think that's going to be it. So we're going to ready up everyone. And because our next goal is to get rid of this. We need to get rid of that next. And get our next prelate minion out. But I also feel like we need to get some healing going on here. So, 1. Chase them down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I forgot to use that. Oh, I could have used that. Sometimes, like, again, there's a lot of moving parts in these. Especially when you're 2 players. Oh, let me check the time. Ooh, that's too long. Alright, so... That's going to be the end of this video. I hope you're all entertained. And look forward to the next video where hopefully we finish this match. Later!